Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tari. I traveled, guys. I traveled in December. I went home. It was very nice. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about how I travel, what I did, and all that. Okay. So as you can see from the description, I'm obviously gonna talk about the traveling itself. Using the bus to go to Zimbabwe, guys. Oh my word. Um, I I haven't been traveling to Zimbabwe, not really often, but each time I go to Zimbabwe, it's either I would fly halfway and then take a bus. Like previous years, I've never had any problem. Nothing at all. Maybe because I was using like really good buses. I always traveled with Greyhound. No matter what, I always travel with Greyhound. If it wasn't Greyhound, I think the other bus that I've used was Translux. Yeah, between those two, and the travel was really good. I enjoyed. This time around, hi, okay, guys, yo, okay, let me go into the details. So I booked a bus in Cape Town station, but when I booked the bus, I didn't know it was just like a travel agency. They didn't own any bus. They would hire a bus, but they never explained that to us. So I booked a bus at the Cape Town station, and we booked for the 16th of December, 6 o'clock in the evening, like in the afternoon. Nice, no problem. We went there 6 o'clock, right on time. You know, the bus didn't come, and we did ask other people around, and they were like, oh, their bus was 1 o'clock, but they were still waiting. So their bus was 1 o'clock, but they were still waiting until 6. Like when we were around 6, they were still waiting. And then okay, we like, maybe it's just like a minor problem that happened. It's not gonna happen to us, and something like that. It will pass. Oh, to my surprise, guys, we also waited. We waited, I think, until 10 in the evening. That's when the bus came. So from 6 until 10, we didn't have a bus, guys. We didn't have a bus at all. Okay, the bus arrived, and I was expecting that this bus is a straight bus to Zimbabwe, because that's what they told us. They told us this is a straight bus to Zimbabwe. But to my surprise, we were being mixed with some people going to Joburg, some people going midway in South Africa. I don't know where they were going. So we were all mixed up. Okay, I gave them a benefit of doubt. I'm like, you know what? Maybe when we get to Joburg, we're just gonna drop them, pick some other people, and go. Anyway, we left 10 o'clock nicely. I should say the drivers were really good. The driving was really good. I can't complain about driving, guys. I don't like buses that speed. I don't like that. So the bus was really traveling nicely. I didn't have any complaint on that. We had some delays in the way. I think there was an accident somewhere midway, I don't know. But there was an accident there. We delayed for almost 2 to 3 hours. We were just sitting there, like not knowing what's happening. And no one was communicating. Like, it was a very big queue. No one in front was communicating with the other people in the back, so we didn't know what's going on. We only realized when we were passing, like, it's actually a horrible accident. So yeah, past that, we arrived in Joburg 11 o'clock in the evening the following day, guys, not the same day. You can't travel an hour to Joburg. So we arrived in Joburg 11 o'clock in the evening, because first of all, we were delayed by the bus itself. It came late at 10 o'clock. Second of all, we were delayed by the accident. Thirdly, the bus was not speeding, which I didn't have a problem with. It's okay, but also the other reason why we were so late to get to Joburg. So we got to Joburg around 11 o'clock in the evening. We arrived there and the driver told us to get off the bus, guys. Like in the middle of nowhere in Joburg, there was no electricity. It was dark, guys. Yo, my heart sank. Like literally, I didn't know what to do. My heart just sank. So we asked, "Hi, well, like we're going to Zimbabwe. We're not coming to Joburg." Like we were told the bus is a straight bus. Then they told us, oh, we must speak to the other guys. There were some Zimbabwean guys connected to the ones who are here in Cape Town. um so we spoke to those guys. They're like, yes, you guys, you need to get off the bus. Your bus to Zimbabwe already left, so there's no bus today. You need to wait until tomorrow to get the bus. Guys, I've never traveled like that before, honestly. Like it was just a nightmare. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna book you a hotel and you're gonna sleep, then tomorrow morning at 11 we're gonna get your bus. So we vehemently refused. We totally refused. That we're not gonna sleep in hotel, we're gonna sleep in the bus because we don't know what you guys are doing, blah 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 blah. Now in our thoughts, we thought, okay, these guys, they just took our money and they're gonna dump us in the hotel. That's what we all thought. Like we were about 11 people going to Zimbabwe. We were about like 11 of us. So we all refused to sleep in a hotel, and then we slept in a bus. Biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. Like biggest mistake ever, guys. I got beaten by the insects. You know those insects when they beat you, when you have a bump, and then when it's finished, your skin, it stays dark. I regretted that. Now I've got, I don't know if you can see, guys, like you see all this, even my yeah, there you go. You see all this because I slept in that bus. My whole body, my stomach is full of that. I regret that. And this thing, it doesn't come off easily. It takes time. It takes forever to clear this off. If you like it, they'll quickly wear off, but from my experience, it takes forever to clear those dark marks. Anyway, oh my god, so we are stuck in Joburg. We booked a bus. We booked a bus, and we didn't know it was just a travel agent. So what happened is, when we booked, they told us it's a straight bus to Zimbabwe. But then when we get to Joburg, we arrived in Joburg very late, and by that time the Zimbabwe bus is gone apparently. So now we had to sleep in Joburg. I'm at Park Station now. I think that's Park Station there. And these guys, they tried to book us at this hotel. They tried to book us at the hotel, but we refused because we didn't know what's going on. So we slept in the bus. We slept in that bus because we came with that bus. So now we're waiting for the bus to Zimbabwe. I don't know what time it's gonna come, but yeah, this has been the worst experience ever. I don't wanna lie. I've never experienced this ever since taking a bus going to Zim. And I do enjoy taking buses, but this just put me off right now. So hoping that by they promised us by 11 o'clock we're gonna get the bus. So I hope by 11 o'clock we're gonna get it and go home. So far stuck in Joburg. Yeah. So these are their buses. This is the other one, and we came with that one. So yeah, guys, that's how my journey is going so far. Terrible, absolutely terrible. My family is just over there. It's my sister and my partner. I'm traveling with them. Yeah, we catch up. So we woke up 11 o'clock. Bam, the guys came. Not really 11 o'clock, but before that we even went out, me and my partner, we went out to go look for them, and we found them. They told us, okay, the bus is gonna leave around 11. They told us the bus is gonna leave around 11 still. So they came to fetch us with our baggages. We went to the other station, not Park Station. The buses from Zimbabwe, they're no longer operating in Park Station. That's one thing I realized. Apparently since 2020, since COVID, you can never find a bus going to Zimbabwe in Park Station. They are situated outside Park Station now. And those places are actually not safe at all. They are very dangerous. So they took us there. Also got delayed because the bus was packing a lot of goods. Tons and tons of goods were being packed in that bus. So we also got delayed when we got that bus. Then we assumed that we were gonna leave around 1. That's what they told us. Oh, the bus is leaving at around 1 or 2. So we got a bus now from Joburg to Harare. It's about, I don't know, I think it's about 12. It's about 1. It's about 1 o'clock. We might leave. We might leave at 1. So yeah, finally. But it's hectic. It's hectic. Very busy. Very, very. We'll see when we get there. I think we're gonna delay a bit at the border. It's a bit busy. And get to Zimbabwe the following morning. That's what we're hoping. That's what we're hoping. Bye. So we only left Joburg around 5 in the evening, in the afternoon. Yeah, we only left Joburg 5 p.m. guys. Now this is the following day. Like, we already spent 24 hours in South Africa. It's not supposed to be like that. I should be at the border right now. You know what I mean? I should be at the border because under normal circumstances, if I take a bus 6 o'clock here in Cape Town, I'll get to Joburg the following day in the morning, you know, and then I'll take a bus. I'll take a bus in Joburg that time as well in the morning. Then I'll get to the border usually. I think the following day in the morning as well, I think, or in the evening. But it takes maximum 3 days to travel from Cape Town to Harare. Maximum 3 days. But now my third day I was still in Joburg. Yeah, because I left because I left 10 o'clock. I arrived 11 o'clock. And then I left 5 o'clock. Oh, yeah. That was fucked up. That was crazy. Yeah. That was crazy. Because that 5 p.m. I should have already left Joburg. I should. Okay, actually, let's do this. This is how I'm gonna. If we had left South Africa on the 19th, we should be in Zimbabwe on the 21st. That's how I'd calculated my minutes. 19, 20, 21, I'm in Zimbabwe. But then 19, I took a bus. 19, 20, I'm in South Africa. I'm in Joburg. 20 evening, I'm in Joburg. And then in 21 evening, I'm leaving Joburg. Yes. So by the time I was leaving Joburg, I should have already arrived home, guys. Can you believe it? Because it takes 3 days. It takes 3 days from Cape Town to Harare, guys. Like, if I leave 19th, I get to Joburg 20, and then I'll get to Zimbabwe on the 21st. Yes, but on the 21st I was still in Joburg, guys. 5 p.m. It was 21st. It was 21st. Wow, what a waste of time. And I had a program at home. I had a program at home, guys, on the 24th. You see, I had a program on the 24th. So on the 21st, I should have already arrived home. That was my plan. I'll arrive home 21st. On the 25th, I would have already arrived home, guys. So 21st, that's how I planned. I'll get home 21st, right? And then there was nothing I can do on 21st because I would probably have arrived at night. So 21st, 22nd, I was supposed to prep, and then for my program, and then 21st, and then 22nd, I was supposed to travel to go to the farm, and then 24th, that's how I planned it. But 21st, I was okay, let's go on. So 24th, I'm rushing to 24th. So 21st, I was in Joburg, leaving Joburg, guys, leaving Joburg 21st in the evening, ne? 21st in the evening, and then the bus is pegged. Also, that's like this thing. It's I don't know what's that. Okay, the bus was pegged, and people were complaining, and then we just realized the bus is overspeeding. The driver is overspeeding, guys, and we started complaining again. There was nothing nice about that bus. It was ugly outside and ugly drivers. Like everything was just so wrong, you know. Okay, not physically ugly drivers, but I mean kuti. I mean that kuti. It means that. I mean that the driver were reckless. They were bad drivers. So yeah, we left Joburg 5 p.m. We traveled, overspeeding obviously because the bus was already, it was late because of faking. So now it was also rushing. Travel, complaining. Nobody heard us. And then we arrived to the border. Before we arrived to the border, guys, something happened. Before we arrived to the border, like it was a kilometer before the border, a kilometer or less than 2 kilometers before we get to the border. I think I'm just assuming the distance, because when we left that place to the border, it was very close, like you could walk there. The bus wanted to go fill up diesel, and there was a sharp corner. It wasn't sharp actually, but it was a corner. You have to drive off the main road highway to the other side where they were filling up their tanks, you know. So I don't know what happened with the driver, whether he didn't see that it's a turn, or it didn't register in his mind that you're supposed to reduce speed. Because anyway, even with a small car, when you're turning, guys, you reduce your speed. It's common sense. You can't turn while in full speed. You have somehow to reduce your speed. Presumably, maybe he forgot, or maybe didn't think much of it, or maybe he was used to it and he thought, okay, I've been doing this for a while now, so I can still do it. He turned, and all we heard was a loud bang. Like it was so loud. In my mind, I'm like, something fell off the trailer. That was my first thought. I'm like, okay, something fell off the trailer, you know, it's nothing good, because we just heard a noise and the bus stopped, and it didn't shake, nothing. It just like normally stopped. So I just thought, okay, maybe something fell off, something heavy fell off the trailer, or the trailer opened and something came out, you know. That was my thought, honestly. But I wouldn't have thought actually it's the trailer itself, guys. Like the trailer itself, the driver lost control of the trailer, and the trailer, well, it was still hooked on the bus, but it was on its side. Like it was not upside down, but it just went on its side, you know. And hi, you know. Hi, that journey. Yeah. So, okay, we are there. Now I'm thinking, how long is it gonna take for them to pick this trailer up? You know, because that trailer was heavy, full of things. You know, and something that happened to you the first time, you can't really think of how much time it's gonna take. Like you can't really guess that, because you don't know, maybe someone's gonna come and lift it up like in a second and then we're gone, you know, something like that's what I was thinking. Yo, it was 3 a.m. Now it's the 22nd, 3 a.m. in the morning, guys. This happened 3 a.m. in the morning. Luckily this happened at a place close to the border, and there were truckers, like that area that we were, it was just demarcated for the truckers. So there were a lot of trucks there, and security guards as well there. So I think that's how we got like we're not robbed. Otherwise, if that had happened somewhere, you know, I'm sure we could have robbed like all of us, because the bus that came after us, actually 2 people lost their lives there. People got robbed, you know. So yeah, 3 a.m. the trailer went down. Thank God, and thanking my mudzimu, my ancestors, thanking my mudzimu, guys. Like nothing happened to, nobody was hurt. It was just the trailer of the bus, but none of the people in the bus got hurt. I really thank God for that, because most of the time, normally if the trailer fall, the bus also can roll. That's the mechanism with the trailer and the bus. If the trailer rolls, obviously the bus is also gonna roll. But I think the advantage that we had was the bus was picked up. It was heavy, so the trailer couldn't take the bus with. Maybe that's it's more logical, because I'm thinking, how come just the trailer went down in itself and then the bus just stayed there, like, you know. So logically, I'm thinking maybe because the bus was so packed at the back, and in the passageway it was packed with heavy stuff. So that's why nothing happened to it. Thank God. 3 a.m. in the morning, and people came up with the solution that they have to unload the trailer, lift it up, and then reload the goods. Hey guys, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we left that place 8 in the morning. Yeah. Do you know how much distance we would have traveled in those 6 hours? So 8 a.m. We managed to put the trailer up with the help of a good Samaritan, because we spent the whole morning trying to leave this thing. No one was really willing to help. Also, it wasn't anybody's fault, because no one was willing to help us. You know, all those truckers, they were not willing to help us. So a good Samaritan, 8 in the morning, he used his trike to lift that trailer up, and then we repacked. But obviously, if you pack something Repacking, if you pack something, you unpack it, repacking it, it's a problem. It's not gonna fit, especially the fact that the people who packed those things were back in Joburg, so everybody in the bus didn't know how to repack, so people were just like throwing stuff, trying to, people wanted to go, so a lot of things stayed out, and you have to hire another truck, like a lorry. We hired a lorry. Oh, not them, they hired a lorry. The bus owners, they hired a lorry to bring the rest of the staff to the border. We went to the border. Okay, fine, happy. I'm thinking, okay, actually I need to mention it that just after we packed, guys, just after we packed the trailer, now the bus is gonna turn around, to the border. Wait, did this bus, oh, it did. Okay, no, it did. I thought maybe it didn't go fuel up the diesel. I was thinking, because when we finished, it just turned around and left. I'm thinking now, no, it went actually during that night. It went and fueled up. We stayed outside. So just as they finished, we finished packing things, and then now we are leaving. The bus is turning around. This guy, the driver, went full speed, guys. He went full speed, turning again in full speed. I think he just wanted to prove that what happened before was not his fault. Honestly, that's what I think. I think he just wanted to prove like it wasn't his fault. So he went full speed turning, and then the door, I don't know why the door was not closed. I don't know why the door was not closed, guys. And then all the stuff at the front of the door went out, literally out of the door again. We just finished a horrible morning fixing the same problem. Now you're doing it again. Yo, guys, I was so angry. First of all, we are late for our program, very, very late, like forever late. And now this guy is doing this. Hi, boo. Everybody was really upset. Anyway, to the border. Now I'm thinking, okay, we get to the border. It wasn't that busy at the border, and think, okay, this is a quick thing. Guys, they parked us in the trucks. There's a place, South African side, there's a place called Gateway, where truckers, they, all those people driving trucks, they rest there, they park their trucks there, and yeah, they parked us there. And I thought maybe because they want to put the goods back, all the packages that were out in the trolley, in the lorry, the one, that lorry they had, I thought maybe that's what they want to do. They want to put it back and then we leave. Hi, guys. Did they let us stay at the border the whole day, literally sitting, doing nothing? That is 22, guys. That is 22. 22nd of December. Now how many? Okay, I would count 19. Okay, 20, 21, 22. Anyway, it's still 3 days. 3 days I haven't reached home. Actually, it's 4 days when I think about it. I'll put it at 4 days. It's 4 days. Before I get home. Luckily at the border, the only thing I was happy about is we managed to bath. We managed to take a bath. Good Samaritans at the border. I think that place is specifically for truck drivers. There were showers there, nice bathrooms. We paid 10 rand each, to get inside the shower, and we did that. I was happy. That's the only thing that I say I liked all the way. Nothing else. Just the shower, guys. Just the shower. So yeah, so we spent the whole day sitting, and then around 8 in the evening, around 8 in the evening, I think that's when we left that post. We passed through South African border. We went to Zim side, passed through nicely. And yeah, off we go to Zimbabwe. Now we are in Zimbabwe. So we only arrived home at like 9 o'clock the following day on the 23rd. So we arrived home 23rd, 9 o'clock, and we only left that bus station around 12 because they were busy removing everyone's stuff first, and our stuff was still locked in the trailer, and it was just a delay after silly delay after delay after delay. I didn't understand, like, what kind of a journey was that? Personally, I love traveling by bus. I've always traveled by bus. If I was flying, I would take a flight halfway, and then the rest of the journey I would take a bus, because I like, like getting down, buying food, seeing places, and I like doing that. I enjoy doing that. But this journey, honestly, it kicked me out. Like, literally, it's a no for me. Even coming back to South Africa, it wasn't that pleasant, you know. So I am thinking twice if I will ever travel by bus to Zimbabwe again, which is really pitiful because I loved doing that. I didn't mind spending 3 days on the road, because I would plan to spend 3 days on the road and then get home. You know what I mean? Why would I leave Cape Town today and then arrived in Zimbabwe today? I can't do that. I want to spend some time on the road. But buses nowadays, they're not safe anymore. If it's not over speeding, it delays. Or I don't know, something wrong with the buses nowadays. And if you just read all those bus accidents in Zim, it's over speeding, nothing else. Over speeding. And I think this transport system was just jeopardized since 2020. They used to have a nice system back then. Like, I'll take a straight Greyhound from Cape Town to Harare, guys. Like, straight, neat, nice, no problem. Or I would fly from Cape Town to Joburg, then I'll take a Greyhound, nice, no problem, on time. The drivers were experienced. Like, those older people, those are the people that were driving. Mostly when I travel, they were driving Greyhound. Like, you could feel safe. But nowadays it's these young guys, all they care about is money. If they don't make you pay 2,000 for a small luggage like this, hi, they'll make sure you pay for your passport. If is something wrong with your passport, they'll make you pay lots and lots of money. I don't like these buses anymore. So guys, if you're traveling, I'm gonna say it out, it's not safe anymore. Not anymore to travel by bus to Zimbabwe. It's not safe. Maybe from Cape Town to Joburg, you can get a South African bus. Like okay, if I think about, there's one bus that is really traveling from here to that I like to Joburg and other areas. So maybe you can take that bus to Joburg and then fly from Joburg to Harare, because the buses from Joburg to Harare, no, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. It's not safe anymore. A lot of people are dying. Just recently, another bus got into an accident for silly reasons. You can't be racing one bus and another, after another, like two buses racing in a one way. Why are you gonna race in a one way? And if you wanna overtake, you overtake in oncoming traffic. How? So yeah, I would recommend, guys, take a bus. If you are a bus person like me, just take a South African bus to Joburg, and then from Joburg, fly home. It's much safer, way much safer than what's happening right now. So yeah, that was my travel, guys. It was crazy, but we arrived safely, thank God, and my Mudzimu ancestors. So yeah, actually, let me continue, because I don't want to sit again explaining my next video. So but this one is gonna be quick, very quick. And and short.